We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey Star Wars fans and action figure collectors, got another Black Series action figure review for you today. Really excited about this one. The Imperial Praetorian Guard number 43 from the Mandalorian subline of the Black Series. You can see there the Mandalorian, number 43. Figure there in the bubble. Did get myself 3 of these. Get all my pre-orders through my work, which is very much a blessing. CastleRunHair.com. It's nice to be able to get them in hand and see them the second they come in. It's always a nice little perk to the job. Elite protectors carefully deployed by the Shadow Council. The Praetorian Guards are warriors skilled in hand-to-hand and melee weapons combat. Yeah, very cool. Very cool looking armor. A nice sort of, I'd say, a devolution from the Praetorian Guards of the First Order that Snoke used. And then, you know, a sort of mix between that, the sort of the Mandalorian, the Imperial Mandos that Moff Gideon used. And then sort of, you know, tweak, you know, all the red armor, basically. Got the Imperial Royal Guards, and yeah, it's a little bit of that sort of design aspect. So let's open it up and have a look. Alright, here they all are, looking freaking cool together. I've had one open for a few days now. I've only just opened the other two just to get them all set up together. They're really, really cool. Loving these guys. They're not, you know, sometimes Marvel figures with their red, it's not quite red, whereas this is a really nice red. Weapon wise, they come with the Vibro axe, I suppose. So no extra sort of paint work. A little bit on the end here. There's some sort of touches of different grey. Just a little bit, and then some sort of grey on the handle there, but for the most part it's predominantly one colour. There's a few little darker spots on some of the handles and mechanics of them. So unfortunately they didn't have the sort of electro effect, which would have been cool, but that's alright. So that's cool, and then we get the Vibro Whip, I guess you call it. I can't remember the actual names of them. But yeah, the Praetorians in The Last Jedi also use something very similar. Like an evolution of what these are. Pretty much the same thing. We never got one sort of in its sort of extended whip form like this. It was sort of the ones we got with the Black Series were just straight. So I ended up using one from an SH Figure Arts Praetorian Guard that had the sort of wacky waving whip. But that's nice. There's a little bit of like pink purpley highlights throughout the not sure if it's going to show up. You can kind of see it. Just to sort of show a little bit of that purple glow. And then, yeah, very samurai-inspired sort of hilt there, which is cool. So each of the guards come with those 2 weapons, and yeah, they hold up pretty well. So we'll get a look at him. Or her, I don't know. Yeah, you can sort of see, you know, just the evolution in the Imperial armor. They say there's an Imperial remnant. We're not sure whether the Imperials themselves use Praetorian Guards. We haven't yet seen. At this stage, headcanon sort of leads to believe that the Emperor's Royal Guards sort of bled into this. Sort of a little bit more of a militaristic force, rather than just, you know, solely for the Emperor himself. But you can definitely sort of see there's almost something a little bit Old Republic-y about these guys as well, which is, you know, definitely a nice nod to the design. And even the chest armor looks starting to look a little bit more sort of on the sleeker lines of the First Order, more so than the Empire. So whether the Imperial Remnant, the Shadow Council, you know, preparing for Thrawn's arrival, had started producing, you know, new armor and armies. We're not sure yet. There's still a lot of story to be told. We're only just sort of scratching the surface of that era. The Imperial Remnant sort of still trying to fight back a little bit against the New Republic, and I think we're going to see a little bit of that when Thrawn comes fully into power, or back into the fray of the galaxy come Ahsoka Season 2, which is very exciting. As far as any reuse of these figures, I think maybe there's a little bit with the torso. I haven't been able to sort of look closely and work that out yet. But as far as I could tell, the bottom of the legs and the feet, they come from the existing Praetorian Guard. They've got slightly bigger knee plates on them though, so that's pretty simple under there. But at least the bottom half of the leg are reused from the existing Praetorians. And then the legs, sort of a magenta-y, sort of reddy brown sort of undersuit, which looks nice. I do like the sort of the break in the colour with the darker undersuit. I think that looks really good. Let's bring this guy in. He's got one hand free. So articulation wise, he's got a ball joint in the top of the head, ball joint in the bottom of the head, top of the neck, ball and socket at the bottom of the neck too, ball hinges with butterfly joints in the shoulders. It's got that nice little cuff for the sort of shoulder pad to raise up, so you can get a good range of articulation up. And of course, back and forward, get a nice reach. Ball and socket in the torso there. Really good range of movement there as well. You've got the barbell thighs or hips, double joints in the knees, ball hinge in the ankles, and the rocket joint in the feet. So you get those wide stances happening. But what I like is the soft goods here too. I think they've done a really good job of that. You can see there's the cape that's sort of come up from the back, sort of flowing down, which looks good. It's a nice separate piece. And there's sort of the calmer bit. You just notice that belt looks like it's just sort of just popped off a little bit. Whether it's meant to be stuck down, I'm not sure. Let's have a look at the other one. Yeah, maybe it's just come off a little bit. Sorry, I'm just out of focus there for a sec. That's alright, I'll mess around with that afterwards. But yeah, just a menacing trio of figures. So they look absolutely fantastic together. Just that scene from Season 3 where the three march out to take on Paz Vizsla. Very menacing. And then Mando and IG were able to sort them out. Just for a side-by-side comparison, I bought one of the First Order, one of Snoke's elite Praetorians here, so you can sort of see the evolution, devolution. Obviously, they went with a little bit more of a Japanese samurai feel with these guys and their masks, a little less Empire sort of inspired. Veered away from the sort of the cross between the Mandalorians and the Empire. Sort of their own take. See, with that almost lobster shell sort of armor going down the arms, which I still love these guys. I think they're fantastic. And there were a couple of variations that came with the soft goods as well. A little bit different to that one, but yeah, still holds up nicely. The articulation wasn't the best on these ones though. Like they moved well enough. It's just those elbows with the funny joints. It was a little bit tricky, but that's all right. I just wanted to bring one in to do a little side by side. So I hope you've enjoyed the review, folks. Let me know what you think of the Imperial Praetorian Guards. Plans to get multiples for your collection? Love to hear it. Looking forward to Moff Gideon coming in to lead these guys. I reckon that'll look sick. But thank you again very much for watching. Do appreciate it. We'll see you guys very soon. Until then, may the Force be with you always.